Hello, I wanted to share how I built this course, just kind of like an overview, and how we were able to collect all of this great data from the course so that we can reuse and learn from this data to make the course even better. So this is a one slide course, but yet it has 14 different layers. And the reason why I built it with layers, and there's a branching scenario inside of here as well, um, is because of each slide is actually a video. So I created the course inside of PowerPoint and then used animations to transition from one section to the next. And I like those transitions. I could have probably used the new JavaScript function inside of Storyline, but it was just super fast for me to do this inside of PowerPoint. So that's why I created one long video project and then dropped it into Camtasia and just kind of cut it up into the different sections. So that's why it says slide 2, slide 3. So all of these sections are actually videos, but there's stop and start type of videos. So I'll explain a little bit more. So what happens is right here, I definitely put over the hotspot over the video so that while this is being narrated and animated, then this comes in and then the user has to put in their name. They put in their name, then they click on next. The next button brings them over to here, and when this slide starts, it looks like where they left off, but I'm just basically using that because it transitions up. And I just wanted to kind of capture that and do it that way just to make it look neat. Then see how this is all blurred out, and that's why I'm doing this inside of a video. So this section is being narrated as well. So these different sections kind of come into focus as it's being narrated, and then the user has to make a choice. So they click on the next button to move forward. When they move forward, they get to the main part of the course. The main part of the course is answering the burning question that we all have, which is, what kind of ID am I? Am I an instructional designer or am I an instructional developer? So this question could be answered by just clicking on the different skill sets that are on the screen. When you click on a skill set, it allows us to track the different situations. So like here, this is 11 design, 12 developer, and 2 blended. So this option would say that you're a blended role because these two numbers are very close to each other. These two numbers are very close to each other. This number stands out. So this is where the branching happens. When they click on the number of buttons that are associated specifically with design, the instructional designer role, then it will go to the design. When you click on next, it does the calculation, saves it inside of Excel or Google Sheets rather, and then it will send you to the design. So see how this is highlighting the design. There's also, this is being narrated. And so as it's being narrated, this first part is focused on, you're an instructional designer. This is what you typically probably do, and da 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 da, and here are the different roles. So it kind of goes through all of that. So see how it kind of happens, and then it waits because it's a little bit longer of a video, and then you can click on next. So depending on what you selected on that other screen, you go through the branching scenario. This branching scenario isn't very extensive. It's just the immediate next slide. And so the immediate next slide changes for everybody, or for most people. And then you go to slide 5. So all of these will go into slide 5. So the rest of the course is standard for everybody because I'm talking about what is an instructional designer. So what is an instructional developer? What is a blended role? Go through some scenarios. And then at the end of the course, there's this neat interaction. I'm not sure why the thumbs down button isn't showing up here. I must have done something crazy with the state, but it is there, and it does show up on the live course, but it's just not showing up in the storyline, which makes me think that I messed up the layer somehow. So I've done that before. Anyways, the neat thing is once you click on thumbs up or thumbs down, it's being triggered as that's what you did, and then this shows up. So this allows me to now reuse that first initial prompt, which was, what's your name? So I'm reusing that name right here. And then I'm allowing anybody to add feedback. So the feedback is then stored and everything is stored. So when you come over here, like here's some feedback. So that's great. And then here's some more feedback. But what I can do now is I can realize that there's an issue with some of the triggers or some of the events because of this feedback. And because I'm using this serverless endpoint, it's allowing me to save all of this securely versus using JavaScript inside of Storyline, which is not secure and could be a data breach. So this is the best way that I know how to do it. Um, and then this shows up. So it shows up like this. And when you click send, everything's saved. But as you progress through it, the actual endpoint's being called so that it's saving the variables along the way. And I can use that information then to create a better course or a better experience um, from actual information versus guessing. So this is how I kind of built this, and then the actual course link is in the description below if you want to check it out. Thanks so much.